Hello everyone, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. This is episode 3, where last time we got to know a little bit of the outside area surrounding the Whirling and Rags. We checked out down in the region by the current roadblock. We checked the cursed bookstore. We got some ammonia, so we can go and, have a look at the actual hanging corpse. And check that out. And then the very interesting thing that we ended the episode with was we currently have our ledger of failure and hatred. We dug our ledger out of the trash because we had a look through that as well. And we're just having a great time, really settling in and getting familiar with the game and its pacing and all of that kind of stuff. And reflecting so far, like first impressions, reflecting on how this game has started immediately off the bat and how it's continued to just really impress me in a lot of ways. It's really, really top quality writing, and I'm actually very blown away by it. And it's crazy to know and be aware of the fact that this is the developers' first game. This is their very first game. It is mind-blowing. I cannot wait to see what they do next already, and it makes me so happy to just be here playing and be immediately hooked. I am so excited to continue playing through the game, and I just wanted to take that moment to just really say that, like, the first impressions have really, really set a mark for me in terms of, like, quality of, like, writing and character interactions and dialogue and stuff like that. We've really just started. So we're going to continue this lovely adventure, and I think while we're in front of Kim's car, we are going to use the shortwave radio to try and contact Sylvie. So that's one of our tasks on Monday is who made the call reporting the crime. So we need to call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. So we'll do that now. We'll pop in the car. Once again,
inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
We will pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Perfect.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Thank you. Static. Wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
We almost could have done a rhythmic tap in sequence. I missed out, damn it. Okay.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Nice. Sylvie Malaika.
Yes, hello?
There she is. Does not look too happy. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Interesting. Okay. Well, we've got multiple questions. Let's start with the important stuff first, and then we'll work our way through some other things. So, was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Oh, interesting. She didn't make the call, but Gart said that she did, right? Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Wow.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
Cool. Union with a phone.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Interesting. I'm not gonna be rude about that first one. We'll go into the next question.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. And before we go on to the next question, another thing that I just wanted to point out and highlight about this game that really just impresses me in terms of like the user interface, how everything is put together, is the dialogue tree here. It's perfect. Like the way that they've chosen to set up how dialogue is constructed in just this constant line, and you can just look back. I can like look back on the conversation to check back on things. Like the way that it is all recapped immediately for you to go back to, instead of like potentially just running a sentence, and if you want to like recall something that was said earlier in the conversation, you're screwed, you know, if you didn't remember it. So it's really cool that this is very useful, that you can just scroll through it. I love the visual presentation of this, with our choices, with the character portraits that pop up, the fact that our personality and our brain chimes in. It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. So I wanted to highlight that as well, that it's like everything is really just impressing me right now. It's like instantly very impressive. We'll ask the next question, which is, do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse. Interesting.
So with Sylvie, we're immediately getting a little bit of suspicion. There's a lot of stuff that comes on, is like, do you know who made the call? You know, she's saying something, she's clearing her throat, which can be like, it can be nothing. But when you lump that in with something else, like, that it specifically mentions her gulping, like, it's caught in her throat when she's talking, which is one of those giveaways for a lie. She's like, I don't know, it was me. I haven't been out there since. And then she changes her sentence and goes into, I was terrified of the stench and the corpse. She falls silent. So I'm going to ask about her job now. I'm going to say, you quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Interesting. She's tensing up on the other side too.
Why not?
It might be because of Gart, because asking her out, but it might be because of something else. Maybe a murder. Why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Okay. Did you leave because of Gart?
What? No, why would you even think that?
Okay, interesting. Well, He told me he asked you out. You're saying it didn't happen.
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business.
Okay.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
Yeah, thank you, Perception. I know. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it and make sure I can get all of the... There might be some important information by asking the questions that we shouldn't ask.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Messing everything up again. Okay. I love how he's like, do you know how my paperwork ended in the trash container? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you would have thrown it away. It feels like that. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
Oh no, guys. It is actually toilet paper that was stuck to the ledger, not kitchen towel.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
She's like, well, you tried jamming it down the toilet. Such a real conversation. So great. I'm going to start asking these questions now as well as, have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Yes, but I mean, have you seen my badge?
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Yeah, thank you, Rhetoric. I think that's because what's really interesting is how she quotes, like, the law. There's been multiple dialogue points so far where we've wanted to introduce ourselves, and we've never picked it, but there's been so many where we stand there and go, I am the law mentality, like it has that dialogue option. So clearly, in the past 3 days, when we met Sylvie, that is what our character did. I'm going to go with number 2, though. My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Composure. Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Yeah, I'm casual. I'm the casual lawman, you know, with a fashion sense. Have you seen my policeman uniform? Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
She sounds beyond exacerbated. Oh, God. So we would have been all drunk and stuff and going, oh, this cool gun. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue. Okay. And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Jesus, man.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off that.
Oh, just our drama popping in, saying, like, I've been trying to wean you off the suicide jokes. Oh, my God. Off of what?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that.
Yeah, crazy that.
I remember this. You were screaming things like, my brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there.
God, this is an embarrassing hangover, isn't it? Okay. I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
I'm not gonna go for those, dude. Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big butts cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Okay. God.
It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Oh no. Money can always buy guns. I might have sold my gun. That's great. Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
The disco things. Great. See? I don't even have a uniform. Who would want a uniform when you got disco things? Alright. Thank you so much. Please forget the second half of this conversation. We never had it. Thank you so much for confirming that you weren't the one who made the call, although still a bit suspicious. You are still on my list of question marks, so I think I got everything I need. Thank you.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Oh, this is a +1 because Gart asked her out. Interesting. So we did push for a personal question, but it's allowed us to showcase a little more empathy now that we know. Wait, why does she seem angry with you? Okay, let's push that.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Dude. No way. We had a 72% with a +1 modifier. That's a bad roll. Our first roll of the episode, and it's a bad one. That's such a shame. I was hoping to showcase a little bit of empathy there, but we got shut down. Okay. But I'm a guy. You sure it isn't about me?
Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak, nag, nag.
Aw, I'm disappointed that I failed that one.
No, you're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Oh God. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all this internalized misogyny.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head?
Oh, dude. I've never, like, the amount of chemistry that we have with our own brain is just fascinating. I'm in love with the writing and the dialogue. It's so good. It's so well written, and it's so witty and so funny. And I'm not surprised. You know why I'm not surprised? Because these developers are based in the UK, and the UK, they know how to make you laugh. They know English humor. It knows how to make you laugh. It's my favorite.
You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself.
I don't think we have to do that.
Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Are you still there, kiddo? Listen, I've got everything under control. Oh my God, I hate... Please no. I don't want to say any of those things. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. So we're actually refusing a quest. I'm really not going to say that. I'm going to say the first one, though, maybe, because I don't want to refuse a quest. Okay.
No. What?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I should have stopped. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. No. Don't make me say any of these, dude. Oh, I really understand why I didn't want to say any of these. Oh, there isn't an option that can I go back? Can I hang up? Please give me the hidden option 3 that allows me to just hang up on the poor woman that does not need this. Oh, lesser of two evils. We're gonna go with. Oh, actually, they're both terrible. Why would we call it a woman-child thing? Okay, we're just gonna... I don't want to choose any of these options, so we're choosing one, and we're just going to regret everything and be very embarrassed and just move on.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
I've got a hunch your love life is about to take a very pleasant turn. Give the lieutenant a knowing wink.
What? What is it?
You'll see, Lieutenant. You will see. Wink again.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
No.
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to God now.
I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
I wish... We'll close the door. I wish that I could disappear the memories of that into the void as well, because that is terrible. Oh, God. I don't even think that... Did that even do something? It did. It did. And we have a Lieutenant Love quest. Talk to Gart, Lieutenant Love. Something's going on here. You need to help a brother out with his love woes. Go to Gart and give him some solid advice. Tell him how it is with women. Oh, baby. And that, my friends, is what happens when you fail a 72% empathy check. Oh, boy. At least we can go into the kitchen. Oh.
Can I help you?
So I talked to Sylvie.
God.
He does not look too pleased. Neither do I.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Don't I have anything else? Like a back button, for example? How do I back out of this scenario, dude? I don't want to be here. Do I have anything else? Like a back button?
Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your ass and speak the truth about Sylvie the whore.
No. Oh my god, you did it. Now I can't even pick the second option. Oh, I should have just picked the fucking second option, dude. Oh my god. Fuck my empathy in this game. It's betraying me completely. This is a train wreck, dude. So it turns out that she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel. God, sorry, that's just how it is.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
Oh, wow. Just drill the inside of your mouth with your tongue.
Huh?
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the real shit.
Okay. Oh, dude. This is awful. No time for lectures. The point is, you're losing out her nasty mind games. Sylvie's a total psycho.
God, does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
Depict a carousel of cocks going merrily around. Oh. Look, that was roughly it, man.
The man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
The game has just also described me.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with the broken wing on the morning she left.
Oh, she broke it. I thought that might have been a result of my antics.
I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
He stops and stares at the counter.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Broken bird. Feathers. Not knowingly. This is all part of the mind fuck on the cock carousel. Yeah, man, signals, mixed signals. This is classic cock carousel behavior. Oh my god. I can appreciate the humor, but that's not... It is not at all me. Maybe I broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. I understand now. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
He corks the bottle and hands it to you. Wow, he's poured himself a glass of wine and given us the bottle. We got 10 experience for that. And alcohol Commodore Red, which we were drinking upstairs.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
He stares into the blood red liquid in the cup.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Yeah, you really nailed it there, bud. You really just knocked it out of the park. Oh, baby. Okay, so if we drink some alcohol, we have 3 uses, so you can use it multiple times. Gives us +1 to physique, but a -1 on morale, so if we ever need a better 1-2 punching, drink some alcohol beforehand. A large crimson bottle of cheap, sugary wine, made of poverty, sugar, artificial taste enhancers, and a vague memory of grapes, guaranteed to colour your lips. Oh boy, okay. We have leveled up, which means we can give ourselves a lovely skill point, which is very nice. I am thinking that I would love to maybe... maybe give me another thing in Motorix. I'm really just needing to work on my ability to connect with people in a way that doesn't make me look like an absolute fool, which we have just done. Incredibly so, you know. I can't believe we failed that empathy check. That's the worst part. It feels bad. There we go. Charm men and women. Probably not the what we should be going for there. I'm like, I need to be better with people. Right, let's go for the one that allows us to manipulate them. It's like, maybe I might, you know. Oh man. Maybe I might give us a physique point, because the physique is so low that I'm thinking we should do that. I'm gonna need to look at this again. It's the animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed to indulge and enjoy. It enables you to take drugs with fewer negative side effects. You can better investigate lurid matters. Or understand sexual dynamics, you know? Electrochemistry is there to guide you. Maybe we could have done that better with higher electrochemistry, you know? Sheesh. Our savoir-faire is very, very low, so I'm going to put a point into that. I'm putting a point into that, so it's at least at a 2. There we go. Okay, Kim, let's go check out the kitchen before we go back and check out the body. Let's have a look around here. The dishes are drying. The smell of chemicals and pine trees. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. I actually really like the ability to zoom in. Like, when you zoom out, you get, like, a nice view of everything, but this is nice. Like, the way that everything is, like, you know, painted looks very, very nice. Very cool. Can look at that. What is that? Hey, can I take this? I'm going to take that. Thank you.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
The Whirling's cook, Gracie, Quebec.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec.
Garancy and Quebec.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Yeah, because that's just not understanding. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions? Because he's definitely going to understand.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
I don't need anything else. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Okay. Does that mean he can understand what I'm saying?
It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Okay. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Great. So that's good. Let's
see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Okay.
You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Blue is for mystery. I'll be back, door, mark my words. I will touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Okay.
Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Oh, that's cool. Interfacing. I like that. Let's try to push the door. It's probably locked.
The door does not budge.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I am drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. Kim, the door is a mega investigation, okay?
Hardly. Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, good idea. Let's leave. Okay, which means I'm now going to ask him for entrance into the blue door.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
Okay.
Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Yeah, there's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. I'm drawn to it. It feels rough to the touch, like me.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably.
It's a mystery door. I must know.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
You love to mention that you manage multiple of them, don't you, Gart?
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. We tried. Now, we've checked out the kitchen. There is a mystery door. We will have to be back to get into that door. But for now, we can take some ammonia and we can actually go and check out this lovely tree. Christmas decorations. Now, we have a secret passage. We can ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes in the trash. This is going to be perfect. He's just going to be so engaging. He's going to be just so enthusiastic about talking to adults.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
That's not what I said. Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this. Kuno.
The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Thank you, Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
That's a way to... Okay.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
That is correct. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
Oh, he's just a joy to listen to. This is a pleasant conversation.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything?
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
The popo phone. Do you know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
It wasn't regional. Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Okay, mate. Cyberpunk 2077.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Yeah, you're damn right. That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head.
I think I'm grateful for that.
You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Sure.
Oh, don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
I love that it's Kuno and Kuno S.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
The City of Rage.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's city, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
Okay, more on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Oh, you're testing mine, bud.
Get lost.
Okay. I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Who is Kuno really?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that fuck shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying.
Okay.
Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
I can't believe this. Like, this literally, like, shut him down. Just bonk. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Be logical, kid. I haven't done anything to you.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno!
What is this sick charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they can slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him. Kuno can't speak.
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Oh, you're so right, Kim.
Listen to your friend.
The phlegm is yellowish and bubbling somehow. Okay, no one put you up to this.
Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass.
Tears of joy mix sweat smelling of laundry detergent on his face. Jesus. Well, we're not going to punch him. What happens if we fail? We just end up getting getting punched in the face by a kid if we miss. We're not going to punch him.
Look.
Even softer than before, vanishingly silent.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
But I was, though.
There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now
He raises his voice again.
you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
He spreads his arms, taking dominion over the yard. King Kuno.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
The pipo-headed critter doesn't let him finish.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Nice peepo.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Oh, why did I decide to talk to Kuno today? Honestly. Oh, I'm gonna leave now. Okay, I'm done. Alright, now I need to take the... Oh, God. I need to take one of these, right? Can I use it? Or maybe I'll just use it in a dialogue option when I investigate this. So let's go here.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated
Wow.
to corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Even with the ammonia, I'm still, because my endurance, it's an 8%, and it's legendary. Even though I have the ammonia. Damn.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once.
Oh, man.
The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Oh, that second noise was so unnecessary. The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel the lieutenant pat your back rhythmically.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
You said baguette. Pats your back again.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
There's a pause.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
This is bullshit. Don't listen anymore. Don't be a cop. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now.
That's probably a good idea. Clear our head. But before we can do that,
He withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye.
You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Okay.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Interesting. Okay. So we do have an update on the victim's body, which is equip and complete the volumetric shit compressor thought. So if we're going to go in here and have a look at volumetric shit compressor, your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. Oh no! Unlock a new slot to research the thought. I have to unlock a... How do we do that? Oh no. Do I need a... Oh, I might need a skill point, and I just spent it on something else. Alright, I'm going to have to wait in real time. Oh, 2 hours and 3 hours. I don't know if stopping a thought... Stop is different to pause. Like, pausing a thought... Yeah. We're going to let the time pass. You know, it's not like it's too slow. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. We'll let it go. We've got some other stuff to do anyway. And it looks like that's only going to take 30 minutes of thought thinking time, which should also pass relatively quickly, I think. Hopefully. I'm watching the clock to see when it does tick over to another minute, because it's definitely not a real time. It's definitely not a real time clock. But also, the longer I look at it being 4:29, the longer it takes to click over to a minute, and it does actually make me wonder. I'm like, are the thoughts in real time? I didn't think that they were, but it's taking forever for it to be a new minute, and now I'm scared. I might have to stop one of my thoughts. If I stop a thought... Oh, it does keep the... Oh, cool. It does keep the progression. That's cool. Okay. I'm glad. I would have thought it would have been the thing where you have to think it through all in one go. This is actually quite good. You can hang up your thoughts and come back to other ones later. That's nice. Alright, well, if we're going to talk to people around this area, we've got things that we can do. We've got our impossible electrochemistry. We can do some drama with placents, apparently. Footprints in the dust. The electronic doorbell, the trash container, which is a legendary thing, and the map wall, which is interfacing, and that's also challenging. I think we can afford to. We'll go for a walk. We'll go get to know more of Martinez. We'll check out some stuff while we think this thought about getting our shit together and clamping our butt cheeks. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. The spirited chirps of clicks and swallows. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fills the air. Interesting. So we've got these two boys having a conversation. Its coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp. Gaston Martin.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hog René first.
Oh no, sorry, I forgot how time passes in this game. It is not a constant thing. Time passes based on actions we take, I think, because we've just spoken to this person and then it's clicked over to 4:30. So, yeah, time passes based on our actual, what we do in the game. So you can't just kind of put this on, internalize a thought, walk away for 2 hours and come back and have your thought all ready to go in real time. You have to actually play the game, which makes a lot of sense.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Rene Arnaud.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich. You're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Oh my god.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Alright, hand-eye coordination. It is a high with an 83% chance, +2, acting without hesitation. Let's fucking go.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
The man ball is ready. Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Oh, good.
Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Continue.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
The old soldier yells in outrage. Oh no. They were throwing their balls into the pit. I think we just decided that we were going to play shot put.
A whorehouse of shit.
A whorehouse of shit. Shit. A whorehouse of shit.
It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
P-Tank? I thought it was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
Oh no, now I gotta go get a bull.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I will try to fix this. Accept the task.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven, when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
We really nailed that one, didn't we?
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
I think the funniest part about that for me is I actually thought the game accidentally glitched for a second in terms of my character's position, because I looked at this and went, well, look, they're throwing balls into a pit, right? And then my character was stood in the pit at the bottom, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And of course we just throw it as far as we can. God. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
He points to the northeast. Deathblow sounds, grim?
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Ah, that explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Thinking men have opinions. Present one. Present one. That's how it should be. Socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers clean up our mess, and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Communists just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. God. I don't think my brain is big enough to engage in this level of conversation today. I don't really like. I will state that I don't have a full understanding of the history and actually what has happened. I don't fully. This is something that I don't fully understand or grasp the history and the political situation that is what has gone on here, and because of that, part of me doesn't want to contribute to that conversation purely because I'm not educated enough on everything that's going on here. So otherwise I'm just speaking bullshit out of my mouth, you know? So when I talk about, because this talks about stuff that I don't even really give much of my own mental time and energy to. So I'm going to say number 5. I don't think, I just do, even though I made myself an intelligent character.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Boiling cats through drinking piss in the mountains.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
How does Philippe III factor into this point towards the monument?
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Who is this Frissel?
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Bruh. Threw the bull into the sea. 8% if you say, what is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? I mean, let's at least try. It'll be a fail. We can retry it later.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frisel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frisel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll get to it. I genuinely do want to learn and absorb more of the what's taken place here and the history of this to really kind of establish stuff, because yeah, a lot of these conversations are happening and it's very big, and sometimes it catches me off guard, and I don't want to just pick random dialogue options for the sake of it. I do like to really kind of immerse and involve myself, but also I don't want to just be picking random options and crap that I don't understand, so I will seek to understand more, before I start getting into some complicated topics. So I'll say thank you for your time, and I will leave for now. And I'm going to go get that bull back. I'm going to get that bull back sometime for you, because I played shot put. Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? I love that we have different color codes for our thoughts as well, which is quite cool. Plastic wrapped macaronis stamped with humanitarian aid. This says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This says food gift from the people of Messina. Speakers from the people of Samara. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Oh, interesting. And that is currently not extended. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Interesting. Oh, I like that. Zoom out a bit more. Get a bit more of my surroundings. There you go. Step right up, mister. Who are you?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Sileng, embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool.
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on. Premium menswear.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Persuade him to give you some money. Interesting. What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Okay. Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Okay.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
I always think about that. You always think about that. When they have things on sale for ages, and then like something like a Black Friday sale or, you know, Boxing Day sales or something like that happens, and they just increase the selling price and put it on sale. Are those things really on sale? Or did you just jack up the price first?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up?
That's all then. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
It is a little bit of a moral hassle, isn't it? Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes it humanitarian.
It is. Practically free. Yours for 5 cents a piece. Rock that tuna. Why not some macaroni too?
I think that one said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers. An extremely reputable guy.
You get them from a supplier, huh? So that humanitarian aid's being diverted to someone who's selling it for profit?
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
Does your supplier drive that Humanox lorry over there? Point at the lorry with the big Humanox sign on it?
What?
The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life.
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Okay.
Look, officer. I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
That's how the game works.
Interesting.
The lieutenant whips out his blue notebook and makes a note. Okay.
We'll need more if we're going to pin this one down, he thinks. Good questions, though. Sharp eyes, officer.
Okay.
It's for show, my liege. He knows you need more than this to bust this guy. Later, perhaps.
Okay. Where are you from, Ceiling?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Interesting. probably, I mean, I know the encyclopedia when it's coming in with like, oh, he's probably from there, but that's not exactly a good thing to assume about someone that you've never met, because it's... Don't do that. Yeah, I think that it says when it's like better not to mention. Like when, you know, you are sometimes people will ask people, they go, where are you from? And they'll say, you know, I'm from here. And they're like, no, but where are you from? Because you know what they mean. It's a question of just like, oh, it's impossible for you to, you know, have been born anywhere else than this place that I've assumed that you're from. You know what I mean? Not a great train of thought. So we might not mention that. We'll just say, sounds good. Let's get back to business then.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
Well, if you like my style so much, can I have some money?
Only the coolest.
Oh shit, I pressed the wrong thing.
Anything for you.
Can I have some money?
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh no, but that sounds like we're now trying to rob him. I just thought if we asked if he had like a spare $1 or two. I want your money, now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know, it was just the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money, somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
The street vendor nods, dead serious.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
The man grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten. Okay, never mind. I'll look around, thanks.
Volumetric ship compressor.
We did it.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Oh, good. We love it. I got a thought. Baby. Now. We have a problem. Because I need to unlock new slots to research a thought. So now that we have this here, we cannot replace it with... We cannot internalize new thoughts because we have to unlock a new slot. So once we've thought of it, it stays in there forever. So we'll have to wait until we've unlocked a new slot to internalize the white morning thought once again. So we've got our shit together, at least. So now that we've got our shit together, does that mean that I might be able to go back to the victim's body now that we've done that? We've got some nice rain though.
There are clothes inside, cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought. We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
Okay. We've got to save Mother Economy. I don't have children, I think. Oh man, so you can play an absolute shitbird in this game. It's crazy some of these dialogue options that I'm reading. It's like, fuck me. I don't have children, I think.
Too bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy?
Fucking hell.
Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
Capitalism. Leave for now. So fun. We love a bit of the wheels turning. The wheels of capitalism that never quite stop turning. Okay. Let's continue. Let's push on, shall we? I'm going to get to know some more about our locations. Oh, nice. Electrochemistry fingerless gloves, dude. Hell yeah. Fashion. Fingerless gloves out of the trash. So we currently have this for interfacing, which is cool. But we can have this for electrochemistry. Gasoline-stained fingerless gloves in navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool still provides some warmth and comfort. Cigarette-stained fingertips. Okay. Electrochemistry. While we're talking to people, this could be a nice one to wear. So we'll wear the fingerless gloves until we need to do some interfacing later. Roy's Pawnshop. Fast cash for faster times. We may find our gun here. We may get our gun here based on that tip from Sylvie. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Okay, we're currently on Monday still, day 1. Hello, sir.
G'day to you, officers.
Man on waterlock. G'day. We've got an Aussie boy.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Oh. First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Oh, well, he really do be stuck over there, huh? There you go.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
And the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Ominous.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Interesting. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
He cuts off a slice of salami. Nice. My character can have a little bit of salami as a treat.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Oh, now I'm hungry, damn it.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
Why not? He ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. Takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Nice. We also fed our partner. Good stuff. Right. Bye. I guess we'll figure this out at some point as well. Butter sign down. So I guess we gotta wait until Wednesday potentially. Barry's gonna die in 2 days. What is this? Ah, Noosefed. Gives me some health. Okay, let's go into the pawn shop. See if we can find a gun. We may have sold it because apparently, oh god, because apparently money buys guns. Dude, the atmosphere in here, so bizarre. This is not what I expected. I don't know what I expected. I mean, it is a pawn shop. It's some kind of machine. An antique cash register? Just like the lack of music. And whatever that noise is. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. Welcome to the pawn shop. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Yeah, the film projector's going on. That's what this is. Great. That's cool. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-travelled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Maybe I can find a sad tape here to sing karaoke. Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Nice. I need a boombox as well in regards to that quest, I think.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
Those seem to be the colours associated with me and my name, apparently.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here
is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Good. I just need money. Are you sure it's in all working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
I can tell based on the ambience that we've got going on in this pawn shop. No music, just void vibes. That's all.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Are we talking about our ex? Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Yeah, that'll definitely work, bud. Good job, Brain. Inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Yeah, I was literally just going to say it's the same uniform of the Renee that we were just speaking to. Wait, this looks like Renee. The old guy was playing Bedunk.
This is what the Loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Wised up and got camouflage. Are these Royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figures in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the Royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Okay. It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Step away from the table.
Hey. Psst.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Where'd you hear that, comrade? Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Yes, we should all stop building love. Love? Who needs it? Who needs love and affection? It's not even real. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. Interesting. But, like, okay. Can't argue with that. I'm really curious about the political aspect of this game, because we've come across, we've had some interactions so far, and other people that we've spoken to, which gives us the history of Retrying. Like, it's clear that there's a lot going on. There's changes of power dynamics, and there's changes of, of government, or the absence of one, and policing, and law, and, and we're covering some racism and capitalism, communism, and all of these pieces. I can tell that we're going to have a lot more of that as well. So it's very interesting to see how it's working into just random our thought bubbles that are coming in here, talking about it, where we've just got rhetoric going, hey, you're ready to start building communism again. Makes me wonder if the game is going to try and direct you in a particular way, but it seems like you're able to kind of really choose if you want to be. There's been some dialogue options that have been very much in poor taste, and I feel like that's obviously the point, because I feel like, you can be a total racist arsehole if you wanted to be. I don't know why you would want to be, but it's there. But I think that's a very interesting take with this game, is that it does allow you to take multiple pathways, and the characters will react accordingly and appropriately to, if you're being an asshole, you'll be treated like one. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm curious to see how it's going to play a part. Seems to be quite a factor of the game. I don't know if it's going to try and, like I said, highlight or path you into a particular way in terms of the politics. But we'll just have to see. At the end of the day, just have to answer with your heart and your brain about what's right,
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
My brain really tries to really just give me so many, like, tries to hype me up, you know what I mean? Yes, I'm going to be the guy to rebuild and recreate communism again, but this time better, and in a way that works. How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people with more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
What the fuck? Yeah, eat the rich, kill the billionaires, evenly distribute wealth. Some of those things. Impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket is maybe a little bit extreme, but at least at this current point in time, I will not be impaled. So that's kind of nice. Maybe not murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. Political beefs. Sheesh, man. Well, I mean, I haven't said anything like that so far, have we, in the game? I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind.
Wow, you make it sound so beautiful and appealing, Brain.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Oh, I see. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Opt in. It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken. Opt out. That sounds like a capitalist mentality. I just want to continue being a cog in the wheel endlessly until the world ends, and my children and my children's children will do the same, and will spend 75% of our life working and then reap the rewards if there are any, but it's not a guarantee. Once we reach 70 years old and we're too old and tired to do anything about it. Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
The love of my own mother?
You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
God. Okay.
Now get to work, comrade.
What the fuck? Okay. Now, it says there's an opt-in and an opt-out. So this is the thing that I guess I was just talking about or thinking about, where it's like, in terms of the political basis of this game so far and how it ties into history and your opinions and stuff. Where we go, roll up your sleeves and start building in communism. That's the thing. I don't have all the options, and I don't have all the information about what this actually, means and how it affects the game as well. I guess I'll state, as it seems that politics is always a sensitive and a touchy subject, and it's a big one because politics is in everything. It's literally what society is built on, and stuff that people don't even expect or think is political is also political in its own way. What I will state is that capitalism is not a good system. I also am not sure if communism is a good system. It's another system. There's always needs to be, or it feels like there always needs to be some system in place and something to replace it, or something that's better, or this will be worse, and people are constantly fighting. It's like, personally, I think capitalism is very exhausting and tiring as a concept. It's literally work everybody to the bone so they're so tired to even, do change, and it's geared towards making the rich people richer, keeping the poor people poorer, and then everyone's in a constant state of depression, and the world is ending, and we start getting very existential when we go down a train of thought about capitalism. But I also, personally, am not sure if communism's the answer either, and that doesn't come from me just not being about it. That comes from me not being very well educated on a lot of these things, and I can at least admit that. Is like, I just spoke about this before in that other conversation where it's like, I'm feeling a bit pea-brained right now, and I don't want to just start talking bullshit about stuff that I don't really know what I'm talking about, and a lot of people do, and, I don't want to overthink it, but at the same time, I know that if you start, I know the consequences and the impact of if I start doing something that has political, outcomes or, undertones, and I start pursuing a particular way, those have consequences, and they create discussion and arguments and all of that sort of lovely stuff with the tension of discussing politics. So I do just want to state, at the very least, that it's like, I won't pretend to know more than I do, because I'm not hugely clever or intelligent on a lot of those things. I'm too busy trying to stay alive, myself, and play video games. So while I will say down with capitalism, this is my very overcomplicated and long-winded answer to say, I think we'll roll up our sleeves and start building communism, comrades, but also at the same time, I don't actually know. So I'm just going to we're just gonna go. I don't know if we can opt in again later. I don't know if this will come up again, because he said like you're ready to rebuild capitalism again. I don't know if that'll come up again. So it's I guess we'll just opt into communism. Is it the lesser of two evils between communism and capitalism? Is that sort of the perspective we're taking in this game? Who knows? Let's opt in and suffer the consequences later.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. Finish thought. We have now gained a thought. We've now gained Mazovian socioeconomics. -2 on visual calculus. Looks like reaction. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago, a fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right, until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of the Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Kraz Mazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it had been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come, witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. Interesting. Well, I didn't expect to be committing down a path of rebuilding communism while hanging out in a pawn shop, having a look at some figures in a shelf, but apparently that's how this game rolls. Oh boy, what's this?
Typical Martinez Streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Oh man. It's past midnight. I shouldn't be playing big brain things past midnight. I need to... we'll see how we go. We'll see. Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Persistently.
This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Bird's Nest Roy.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
I love when Kim, kind of chimes in. It's so great. There's nothing else I need to know about the light. Unless, how much is it?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
700. Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
What do you mean, transformations?
Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring.
He throws you a look of weary patience.
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Okay, that checks out.
Okay, 700. Where am I going to put that? There's nothing else I need to know about the light right now. Jesus. All right, let's actually talk to the pawn shop owner now.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Did you see me maybe a few days ago trying to sell you a gun? Because I might have.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Typical vacuous consumerist objects. Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Ooh, electrochemistry. It's an even chance. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Let's not sort of. That's not our business right now. I'm looking for a gun. By the way, did you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Yep, I pawned the gun. Oh, I pawned the gun. There you go. You promptly sold her the gun you pawned. Interesting. Who was this woman?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
Yep, there's our morale drop.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
I'm sorry, Kim. Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Oh no. Okay. Our gun's out in the world, and that's not good.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
And you sold her a gun.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Look, oh man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kim. Kim is like, I don't want to disappoint him, but my character is a disappointment. I'm like, Kim, you're such an angel, and why do I have to let you down? And all I can do is look at you with the expression. Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
That's not good.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somewhere.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
How much money did I get? Because I'm seeing none of that cash money right now.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Okay, at least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Okay. You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Okay. Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
All manner of butchery. You know what that means? Barry the Butcher. It was him. He's the one who did it. Case closed. Wrap it up, boys. That's the clue that I needed. Case closed. Game over. Communism rebuilt.
He doesn't know anything.
Okay. Actually, that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Alrighty. There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes. Okay, I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Well, it's an empty cassette tape. It was destroyed. Considering this is the pawn thing, I can't get rid of the lieutenant's handkerchief. He gave that to me. That's a gift. Same with the pen, and I needed that to write stuff down. The empty cassette tape, though, it's only 0.5. It's not even worth selling, man. I'm sure I'll get some more money somehow. that isn't selling empty cassette tapes to pawnbrokers. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, another time. Alright, I have other business to take care of. Nice. Well, we know where our gun went, so keep looking. Maybe someone else knows something. Damn, that's crazy. Let's get out of the pawn shop. There is still the matter of the badge. There is still the matter of the badge. That is another thing. Now, eventually, one of these days we'll level up, and then we can hopefully unlock another thought, and we can start learning some things, and we'll see how we go. Apparently, I'm learning how to rebuild communism, which was an unexpected turn of events. But hey, we're here. A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. Cool. Well, considering we've pondered this thought and got our shit together for half an hour, I think we're now at a point where we can probably, again, go and look at this hanging man in the tree. Maybe the wind has changed. Maybe we'll be able to get this done without vomiting. Let's see.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
There it is. +6 with a shit compressed. We have a high chance of doing it. 72%. Let's go.
Ha ha ha. Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much.
Dude, we're not rolling good today. We are absolutely making a fool out of ourselves today. This kid, so many bad rolls. Finding out what happened to our gun. The terrible situation with Sylvie on the phone. This is a train wreck. Oh man. In a world where you just want to be a Kim, we ended up being a what's his name. Great. Here it comes.
Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
Ugh. Thanks. I failed again. Even though I got my shit compressed. How is that possible?
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear your shit was together, detective.
Sometimes even that is not enough. Life is unfair.
Life is unfair. What do I do now?
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
I love that this is the only thing stopping us here is just the fact that we can't even, like, look and observe the corpse without vomiting.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Okay, turn away. We are still unable to check the corpse. Apparently, maybe we just need to wait. Maybe we just need to wait, and something else will happen. We're just gonna have to wait it out and see how it goes. With that one, I'm just trying to see, what else we have to do. This looks like, I think this is it over here. I think this is what we're going for. So this looks like it's the 4 things on the officer profile. So you have communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, and moralist. Interesting. Now, yeah, okay. Well, the only one that sounds terrible is obviously that one. I'm not sure what's going on here. But there you go. It looks like, so you get... there must be things that happen that put points into, like, maybe things you've said, maybe something that you've done. And I'm not sure exactly how we got this point. It was probably something that either I said or did that I was either unaware of or did by mistake. Because we've already done that at the beginning of this episode. But again, I'm not sure. It'd be nice if I could get some more descriptions of some stuff, because I've never even heard the term of an ultra liberal before. Like, if I search the term ultra-liberal, extremely or extraordinarily liberal, very strongly favoring adhering to, like, liberalism, like, I can assume that it's just, you know, ultra-liberals. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, it's just extremely liberal. And then, well, I think a moralist who speaks for itself, that's just, you know, morality. So that one explains itself. It's quite simple. Yeah, okay. There you go. I've got this gentleman over here. We haven't spoken to these people yet. And this is a whole thing that's going on. It says GRIH, the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. Measurehead's amazing. No man matches Measurehead. Measurehead is law. More than enough to please a woman. Just look at him, the wonderful hunk. I'd leave, but I don't want to get beaten up. Look here, I signed a 6-month contract. Measurehead crushes all. What the fuck is going on there? Measurehead. Let's talk to these people.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbour gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man of his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
It talks about, I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Okay. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Oh, that is a great description of a lot of modern society. A lot of people take words and phrases that they hear that are very catchy, and then they start using that without actually knowing the true meaning of it, and then everyone's just constantly repeating stuff incorrectly. It happens a lot, actually. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
That is true.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
I love the change from him talking to us so gently and then him just shouting.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. What is a strike? You can really ask the most basic of questions here, can't you? I want to get into the harbour too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
This is an official matter, not to be discussed with outsiders. Doesn't seem very friendly. Like, we're talking around. We can. This seems like a pretty tiny place. That they're probably aware of the fact that this has happened. I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and terse. Absolutely nothing?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Yeah, I'll just straight up be like, sure, why not? Kim's just gonna pop in and be like, nah, this isn't really what we're here to do. This isn't really my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Okay, Kim.
Pity. Let us work!
Interesting. So Kim... Okay, that's interesting that Kim said that. What is a strike? Let's just humor you for the dialogue.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Interesting.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Okay. Who are all these strike breakers? Look around.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand to his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
So the people up above are striking and have shut everything down, and these people are like, bro, we would want to work because we want to do something.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
The man is quickly losing interest in talking with you. Okay. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. And try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess bunk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
This Measurehead guy. Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind it.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
Okay.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Why'd you say it like that? That doesn't sound good, bud.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I'm just gonna leave now. Interesting. Okay. What is this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Grad factory of magnets and miracles. Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Oh, what type of purity?
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays. It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
Yeah. What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man.
It's Helmdall.
The title reads, Man from Helmdall in the lost city of the Pygmies.
It's Helmdall again.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver that we spoke to before. Yeah, as soon as it was like, and it said purity, I was like, okay. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Yeah. Leave. Okay. So that's where he's chilling. I think this is one of our guards. Oh no, Measurehead's up here somewhere, and this is another dude.
Scab?
Scab? Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on. Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if to try and ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah, it's all with the big guy, okay?
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Okay. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I'm a bit short on money right now, can you give me some of it? Yes, we say to the strike worker, the strike person that is trying to get better pay. Good question, mate. I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure it'll never get solved. Oh, man. All of these are so... so nonchalant. It's actually very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking.
He shakes his head at the memory.
It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
Okay. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
He gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage.
He takes a swig.
Passage grants itself.
The passage grants itself, okay.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
Okay. 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Okay. So not only do we have this racist lorry driver just chilling out down here and everything else, we've also got a supremacist up the top there, so that's gonna be fun. Just walk right past him. Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
Yeah, I'm kind of not built like that. I kicked a mailbox earlier and it felt like I broke my foot in half.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Okay, I'll just take a swig of this wine and I'll be fine. I'll take him on. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another thing.
Sure.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Okay.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Interesting. Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Okay. I guess we are having a chat to Mr. Supremacist up here. In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Okay. A hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Okay. Measurehead. You're the right stuff, Measurehead. We cannot talk to anyone except Measurehead. Measurehead's amazing. Nobody comes close to Measurehead. Okay. Just look at him, the wonderful hunk. Alright, Kim. You take him. Go for it, Kim. You've got this. Just give him the old kick around the old roundhouse kick. Alright.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
My body betrays my degeneracy. Look at that character portrait. Holy shit.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Measurehead's babe. Okay. Say nothing. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me.
We just got called ham sandwich. We just got called ham sandwich. Sheesh. Oh wow. Should I just puff out my chest, still say nothing? I'm gonna get punched in the face. And I don't know if I should. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim. Is it really so bad?
It's not good.
Oh. Okay.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Okay. Wait, Al Ghul? Alcohol.
Yes, Al Ghul.
I'm assuming alcohol.
He means alcohol.
Understood.
I doubt it. My microcephalic race, so...
Shit. You're right. I'm an alcoholic. Now, I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Yeah, that fat racist over there. Point to the racist lorryman. You're just him after pumping some iron. Oh, that's gonna get me punched in the face, dude. That's gonna get me punched in the face. The second option isn't good either. Oh, okay. Well, let's stand up for what we believe in while giving him a low blow, shall we? Yeah, you know that fat racist over there? You're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Oh, I just noticed the fact that Measurehead's portrait is behind hers as well. Damn.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Hey Kim, some advice, please? What? Kim? What do we do? If I push him out of the way, I am getting knocked out. But if we leave, I don't know how we're going to be able to proceed and go through here. Do we need to go through there just yet? I don't know if we need to. I might just say this is going nowhere for now. I don't know if we're going to push this dude right now. I don't think that's a good idea. Hey Kim, anything to say?
Yes?
You seem to be following me. For God's sake, dude. Nothing about Measurehead, but interesting. Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay. Does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Damn, why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Okay, of course. Yes, I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Secret task complete. That's cool. You can complete secret tasks. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural.
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Are you sure? I think something is already happening.
No, something isn't happening. Because it's not part of reality.
Reality.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up.
Right?
There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Okay. Actually, all I have for now.
Good.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. 28%. Come on, baby. We've failed some high rolls. Let's get a success on the low roll. That's 28%. Blow on my own dice. We throw the dice.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Oh man, I just want to get some. I want to feel lucky in my life today.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Ouch. Ouch. I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Expected.
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
Sometimes.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
I mean, true. You are very married to your job.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Yeah, but what should I concentrate on besides the obvious answer?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Wow, thank you. I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Oh, cool. Okay, 9 p.m. So that's in a few hours. Okay, I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's lazaret. Was there anything else you wanted?
Okay, I can do that. Anything to give me more experience to level up so I can unlock more thoughts in my tiny little pea brain. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
Cool. I'm glad that we have confirmed that, and I'm not imagining them.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Why would I want to put him down for glasses? Okay, just observing. No, I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
Don't like the way that second question is worded. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Give up. There's nothing you can do. Interesting. And the change in animation is cool.
And you seem to regain control of yourself.
Ooh, maybe there is something sexy, dark, and mysterious going on here, and it's Kim's control over my body. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, when you're thinking, do you ever have, like, conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Kim, why can't you be as imaginative as me? I'm having full conversations with, like, 6 people in here right now.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
That's true.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic.
Okay.
But this isn't an old school case.
So you're saying... Oh, these are interesting. So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
And mine is scatterbrained.
You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
I'm going to ask the second question just to get some more dialogue. I don't like how it's worded.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
Bruh, when I just asking just like the basic ignorant questions, you don't know what Seoul is, my man?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolary state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seol.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seol. I'm a regular Revacholier.
That's right. That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
The Jamrock Shuffle. How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
You're kidding me. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Yeah, nothing. Okay. Good talk. Good talk, Kim. While we just stand next to Measurehead sizing us up. The pissing competition. There was a pissing match between two precincts. We'll ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. End of day debrief with Kim. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case in the RCM. Join him on the Whirling in Rags balcony after 10 when you're ready to call it a day. And call the station's Lazarus in order to sort out your health issues. You can use this motor carriage to make the call, although you don't feel hopeful. So we've got quite a few tasks to run through. Pushing past Measurehead really doesn't seem to be one that's going to have a positive outcome at this point in time. Because reasons. He's, I feel like I will get my head bashed in. So yeah, just probably not a good idea right now. So we're going to head back this way once again. And we're really just not able to retry that. Just really not able to retry that dead body, apparently. This is our cursed bookshop. We've got down here that we can check out. We haven't been up this way, so we've got more people to look at. Oh yes, this takes us down this way. But I think with that one, we still have more of Revachol, more of Martinez to explore past this way, past the bookstore, but we are pushing for time, and it is late. I should sleep and rest my tiny little pea brain, because there's been a lot that we've taken in today, and I think I will rest and come back to this one next time. So it's been fun still, again, taking in this dialogue, learning more about the world, and I'm really looking forward to getting more well versed in the history of like where the game is set and everything that's going on. We're meeting some very interesting characters. A huge variety of people exist in this world, and it feels very, very fleshed out, very lived in, very real, and upfront with a lot of things as well. So we'll be curious to check out this area of Martinez next time. Hopefully we'll be able to find the stomach to investigate the body properly, and then maybe we can take the load off and we'll rest. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Disco Elysium, and I'll see you next time.